Hi guys, Mahroosh here. Welcome to this video, and I'm so excited to be doing this video. And this video is my take on Alex Hormozi's recent video with Tony Robbins with the thumbnail called Fuck Suffering. And fuck suffering on Alex Hormozi's channel, I was like, wait, what is going on? I mean, Alex Hormozi is a guy that I'm known to say, fuck happiness and follow the plan. And when I saw this thumbnail, I was like, wait. I have to watch this video. And you also have to understand the moment I watched this video was a point where I was really in deep hibernation after a massive burnout last year with my business. And then I saw this thumbnail where it's really Alex Hormozi and Tony Robbins with the title Fuck Sufferings. I was like, what is going on? But when I watched the video, I was so glad that Alex Hormozi did it. I mean, I have so much respect for him for doing this video, for being honest, and for being vulnerable. I mean, they covered a lot of points which can be so useful for business owners or people who are building their life. They just really highlighted and talked about some points that helped me so much as someone who's building a business, wants to be successful, but also wants to be fulfilled in her life. So yeah, this is what this video is about. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. And if you want to watch my take on it, please continue watching. So, this video starts with, okay, I don't want to go into what this video starts with. I don't want to give you a summary. I just want to talk about some points that really touched me. And one of the things that, Tony Robbins tells Alex Hormozi that, in life, we build more from the pull we have. Sometimes we have a pull within us that we want to do something, and it's very important for us to follow that pull, right? And as he was saying, he said there are two forces. One is a pull and one is a push, okay? When you feel that pull from life, it's very easy for you to follow that pull because it's but natural to follow that pull. But when you start pushing something in life, it becomes very hard for you to keep pushing, and it's so hard that you burn out at a certain point. And I was like, this is so true. When I started my business, I was a young girl from college. I had no idea what to do. All I had was this pull. I couldn't explain it to anyone, what this pull was. Everybody thought I was insane for wanting to build a business. My entire family, they are not into business. My friends, they are not into business, friends I grew up with. And what was this pull? I couldn't explain it to anyone. And finally, my business did start getting off ground, and it did start to give me everything that I had wanted. As a woman, I wanted my own money, I wanted my own freedom, I wanted my own dignity, I wanted to stay away from home, I wanted to live on the beach, I wanted to go to different countries and attend business conferences. So I was doing all those things. But what happened, there were so many dips where I felt so burnt out. But why did I feel burnt out if I was doing all those things, right? It is because the pull helped me to build a business, but somewhere, somewhere along the way, I started comparing myself to other people, and comparison is the thief of joy. And I started pushing, and when I started pushing so hard, it was not doing me any good. And I started to burn out. I really started to burn out because I was maybe not in my original frequency. That was the original pull. So when Tony Robbins was telling Alex Hormozi this, he mentioned two terms. He said, Alex, you are great at the science of achievement, but what you need to work on is the art of fulfillment. Because, even after building such a huge business, Alex Hormozi admits that yes, there is something in life that he has not figured out yet. And Tony Robbins says it's the art of fulfillment that goes beyond the science of achievement. And somewhere I feel like, I come in the middle of it. Like, I cannot do business for the sake of just like doing the tasks. I need to, like, when I'm feeling the pull, I'm at the best. But if I'm just pushing, like, I cannot do anything at all. So that just opened my mind. And I was like, oh my God, I need to lean into my push more. And, oh my God, Tony Robbins gave really good examples. And he said, wait, I've written it down. It's really beautiful. Tony Robbins said, when we compare, or when we are like doing all these technical things with our businesses and we compare, why are there so many business builders who have like billions of dollars but they are not happy? It is because, he says, our brain reduces everything and compares it, right? But when we are following our pull, our heart magnifies everything. And that made me realize, I was like, oh my God, nobody could have said it better. Because talk about all the business owners. I've spoken to so many coaches have worked with me, so many personal brands have worked with me, and this is what I've seen. Like, initially when they come, there's a pull, right? All they want to do it, they are great at something, spiritual coaches, manifestation coaches, personal brand coaches, all they're like, this is for me. I'm doing something for myself. If I get 1 to high ticket clients a month, that's a great start. That's all I want from life. Like, I cannot tell you how many people have told me that. But what happens when they achieve that? It's not enough. Initially, it was the heart pull. Then it becomes the brain comparison, which really pulls them down. And that's sad, isn't it? Like, that's sad. What they thought they are doing for their happiness, they have even reached there. But not taking a moment to say, wow, I'm so grateful I'm here. And, going into this logical sphere and thinking everything from here. And, I felt at times that I couldn't even feel my heart because there was like so much noise going on in the business world. And there have been times I've like really unfollowed everybody who would like increase my anxiety for no reason. Like, why am I unhappy? I have everything that I always wanted. So, so what needs to be done in those moments? I guess, when your mind is comparing so much, you really need to lean into your heart. And you really need to feel that pull again, because the answer is in that pull. That is where the answer is. And, I've been watching a lot of spiritual content, and there's a term which is called heart frequency, and it said that all of us have a heart frequency. And Paulo Coelho calls it, your own personal legend, in other words. Like, everybody has their own purpose in the world, and everybody operates at a certain frequency, destiny, whatever you call it. And I just feel like, when we let the mind take over, we just lose our heart frequency. And I'm not a person who can just operate from the mind. So if I'm in my mind too much, I will collapse and my entire business will collapse. I know it. So in the last 2-3 years, especially last year, especially the ending of last year, I realized how much I need to stay in my heart to do all the incredible things. And like Tony Robbins really put it so beautifully, I cannot tell you how many people I meet who are burnt out from businesses. Sorry guys, if I'm looking at my notebook, it's just because, I have I've put in notes. I want to make sure that I am covering everything. And, I cannot tell you how many people I've spoken to who are like burnt out, because, once they start the business, it's the pull. It's all these moments of joy they want to have with their family, how they don't want to have a corporate job, and I have seen people quitting corporate jobs. I have seen people running their full-time businesses, but then like somewhere along the way they lose the spark that carried them so far, that made them take all those decisions. Why does this happen? Because maybe we don't follow our pull, and we really need to be in our pull. Like, that's so important. And this is what my intention for 2026 is. I know, like, I've learned so much about business. I've given, like, entire life I've had in my late 20s is because of my business. Like, I'm so thankful to it, I'm so grateful to it, and I'm still growing. But I've made it a point to do everything with joy, and let my instinct and my pull take me forward. And that's so important. And when I had started the business, like, I didn't have a lot of clarity in the beginning. It was just the pull of doing the business, and I think that pull, it was so exciting that I learned all the skills. I learned all the skills with joy. Anytime my business has made good revenue is because I was in so much joy. I cannot explain this concept to anyone. But there was just so much energy inside me, and there was so much joy inside me. Like, I really feel like businesses are not meant to be built with that resistance inside, It's meant to be built with a lot of joy inside you. And that's my intention for this year. I want to build business with joy and that kind of frequency around me, so that I'm able to tap into my natural talents more, and I'm able to identify them more, and I'm able to go along with it more. And that's what I wanted to share. Like, these were some of the points I really liked. And I'm not corporate-y, I'm not a push person. And as I've learned more about business and people, I've seen, like, there are people like me, who operate like me. If someone is very corporate-y, it's highly unlikely that, they would enjoy working with me. Because I have a very different way of working, which is like really tune into your, one skill at a time. If it's difficult for you, like, tune into yourself and see how you can make it fun for yourself. Because if you cannot make a difficult skill fun for yourself, it's highly unlikely that you're going to be successful at it. So these were some of my points. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything over here, but I guess I have covered what I wanted to say. But thank you so much, guys. Like, all I want to say is that if you're building a business, if you're building a life, if you're building something at the moment, and if you're totally burnt out, it's your body's way of saying enough is enough. But it doesn't mean that you cannot build something. I guess you just need to tap into your heart more. You just need to tap into your pull more, and you just need to learn more about yourself to see how you're going to do it. That's all. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you watched this video, if you resonated with me, do write to me on Facebook Messenger. And if you're a friend, I would definitely be sending this video to you. Take care. Bye.